of Paris site, France, National Yang Ming Chiao University, Taiwan, University of Malaya, Malaysia, Riga Technical University, Latvia, Flinders University, Australia, University of Tasmania, Australia, Mordovia State University, Russia, Nanotechnology Research Center, NRC, SRM IST, co-sponsored by Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, Government of India, Wiley, Springer Nature, USA, Malvern Pananalytic Spectris Private Limited, Netherlands, Syscon, Chennai. We express our heartfelt gratitude to our partners and sponsors for their invaluable support. Now, let us begin this remarkable journey of discovery and collaboration. To commence this auspicious occasion, let us seek divine blessings. I request everyone to rise for the invocation.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Thank you. Please be seated. The act of giving flowers is a timeless gesture symbolizing appreciation, gratitude, and respect. Flowers have the power to evoke emotions and create lasting memories. By giving flowers, we show that we care, we appreciate, and we value our guests. It is a gentle gesture that speaks volumes of love, care, and thoughtfulness. We sincerely appreciate your presence with this blooming reception and look forward to an enriching conference. The lighting of the Kuttu Vilakku signifies the triumph of knowledge over ignorance, wisdom over uncertainty, and enlightenment over darkness. It is a symbol of progress, guiding us toward discovery and innovation. I now invite our esteemed dignitaries to come forward and illuminate the ceremonial lamp, marking the official commencement of ICONN 2025. A sincere thank you to our distinguished guests for partaking in the symbolic moment of illumination and inspiration. A warm welcome sets the tone for an inspiring event. To officially extend our greetings, I invite Professor E. Sendil Kumar, convener of ICONN 2025 and head of the Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, to deliver the welcome address. Kindly, sir.
Nanotechnology is the art of seeing what cannot be seen and engineering what was once thought impossible. A very good morning to one and all present here, esteemed dignitaries, honor of the dais, distinguished guests, respected delegates, my dear participants, fellow colleagues, and student friends. It's a great honor and privilege for me to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to the 8th edition of the International Conference on Nanoscience and Nanotechnology, organized by the Department of Physics and Nanotechnology in association with Shizuoka University, Japan, Mordovia State University, Russia, University of Paris, Cité, France, National Yang Ming Chiatang University, Taiwan, University of Malaya, Malaysia, Riga Technical University, Latvia, Flinders University, Australia, University of Tasmania, Australia, and Nanotechnology Research Center, SRMIST, co-sponsored by Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, Government of India, Wiley, Springer Nature, USA, Malvern Analytical Spectrix Private Limited, Netherlands, and Southern India Scientific Corporation, ICONN, Chennai. As we all gather here today, we find ourselves at the intersection of cutting-edge research, innovative technologies, and global collaboration. ICONN 2025 serves as an unparalleled platform for scientific discourse, knowledge sharing, and interdisciplinary collaborations. The diverse technical sessions, keynote lectures, and plenary talks by renowned scientists across the globe will provide profound insights into the latest development in nanoscience and nanotechnology. ICONN 2025 marks a significant milestone in the pursuit of knowledge and advancement in the realm of nanoscience and nanotechnology. Without note, I would like to express my warm welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor C. Muthamil Selvan. His visionary leadership, unwavering support, and guidance has been instrumental in making this conference a reality. Hearty welcome to you, sir. It is my great pleasure to extend a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Dr. R. Vijay, Director, ARCA Hyderabad, who will be delivering the special address. He is a well-known material scientist and nanotechnologist in this country who is actually shaping the modern science in this country. So on behalf of the organizing committee, I extend a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Dr. R. Vijay. Welcome you, sir. I also extend warm greetings to the chief guest, Dr. Shankar Venugopal, who will be joining shortly in this function. A warm greetings to our respected registrar, Professor S. Ponnusamy. His unwavering support has made this event reality. We welcome you, sir. I extend my warm welcomes and greetings to our associate partners, Dr. Anatoly, National Research, Mordovia State University, Russia, Professor Mohamed Jouni, University of Paris, Cité, France, Professor Hiroyo Ikeda, Shizuoka University, Japan, Professor Pavels, Riga Technical University, Latvia, Professor Luca Sepianza, University of Cambridge, UK, Dr. Daniel Marrero, Shizuoka University, Japan, Professor Mario Henschel, University of Stuttgart, Germany, and Professor Ivo Rietwald, University of Rouen, Normandy, France, Professor Satish Chandra Ogle, IISER Kolkata, IISER Pune and RISE Kolkata, India, and Dr. Rohini Kitire, Small and Physical Sciences Portfolio, Wiley, and other delegates who are sitting off the dais. We are deeply honored by your presence and we extend our heartfelt welcome to you all. I would like to also extend our deepest welcome to the SRMIST leadership, Professor M. Arthanarisuri, Chairperson, School of Basic Sciences, Dr. John Thiruvadigal, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, and all the heads and chairpersons of various schools and departments and other faculty members. I also extend a warm welcome to our co-sponsors for their invaluable support in making this event a grand success. I extend my heartfelt welcome to all the participants across the globe, organizing committee members, student volunteers, present media friends, and other technical supporting staffs. Your presence here adds immeasurable value in the success of ICONN 2025. Once again, I welcome you all to the ICONN 2025. May this conference serves as a catalyst for transformative research, pioneering discoveries, and meaningful collaborations. Hearty welcome. Thank you once and all.
Thank you, Professor, for your gracious words of welcome. A conference of this magnitude is a result of meticulous planning and a vision to foster global collaboration. To provide an insightful overview of ICONN 2025, I now invite Professor A. Karthikeyan, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, to enlighten about this prestigious conference. Kindly, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to present an overview of what we have in store for you. The conference ICONN 2025 aims to provide a platform for researchers and scientists to assess recent trends and developments in nanoscience and nanotechnology for promising applications. We will be focusing on from low-dimensional materials to surfaces, interfaces, and thin films, multifunctional nanomaterials to nanocomposites and nanocatalysis, molecular nanoelectronics and nanosensors, nanomagnetism and spintronics, environmental nanotechnology to nanotechnology for energy harvesting, transport, storage, computational materials, methods, and numerical techniques, nanobiotechnology, nanotoxicology and nanomedicine, nanotribology, quantum information processing, and photonics and plasmonic materials. Over the next 3 days, we have 5 to 3 parallel sessions every day, totaling 34 sessions, including 3 plenary lectures, 21 keynote talks, 45 invited talks, 93 oral presentations, and 600 poster presentations. We are honored to have a distinguished lineup of speakers from different countries across the globe, and we expect exciting and lively discussions. We encourage you to take full advantage of the networking opportunities throughout the conference to connect with fellow professionals and experts in the field. We hope you will find this conference a valuable and rewarding experience. Let us make this successful event for all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Today, we take this esteemed opportunity to honor the distinguished individuals whose contributions have significantly impacted the science and technology. It's indeed a great honor and pride to felicitate our guests and the dignitaries whose presence adds immense value to this occasion. I now kindly request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor C. Muthamal Chelvan, to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Vijay, Director, ARCI, Hyderabad. Kindly, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request our VC sir to honor Dr. Anatoly, National Research, Mordovia State University, Russia. I request VC sir to honor Professor Mohamed Jouni, University of Paris, Site, France. Thank you, sir. Now I request our Honorable Registrar, SRM IST, Professor S. Ponnasamy, to honor Professor Hidoya Ikeda, Shizuoka University, Japan. Thank you, sir. I request a Registrar Sir to honor Professor Pavels, Riga Technical University, Latvia. Thank you, sir. I request Registrar Sir to honor Professor Daniel Moraru, Shizuoka University, Japan. Thank you, sir. I now kindly request Professor D. John Thiruvadigal, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, to honor Professor Mario, University of Stuttgart, Germany. Thank you, sir. I request Professor John Thiruvadigal to honor Professor Ivo Ritville, University of Roha, Normandy, France. I now request John Sir to honor Professor Satish Chandra Ogle, ISER Pune and Rice, Kolkata. Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor M. Arthanarishwari, Chairperson, School of Basic Sciences, to honor Dr. Rohit Ketore, Deputy Editor, Small Violet. Thank you all. Kindly be seated.
Thank you to our dignitaries for this gracious gesture. Your presence makes this occasion very special. A key highlight of ICONN 2025 is the launch of conference proceedings, a compilation of outstanding research presented at this conference. I now invite Professor C. Muthamal Chelvan, Vice Chancellor, SRM IST, to officially release the conference proceedings. Kindly, sir. Our guest of honor will receive the first copies. We extend our sincere thanks to our dignitaries for the significant launch. A distinguished institution thrives on the exceptional leadership. It is now my honor to invite Professor C. Muthamal Chelvan, Vice Chancellor, SRM IST, a visionary leader, an academic stalwart, and an ardent supporter of research and innovation. Sir, we are privileged to have you with us today. May I now invite you to deliver the presidential address? Kindly, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Esteemed guests, for this inaugural function, Dr. Vijay, the Director, ARCA, distinguished professors from our collaborating universities, other functionaries on the dais, off the dais, invited speakers, participants, and my dear students. I am delighted to be here in the inaugural program of the 8th edition of the International Conference on Nanoscience and Nanotechnology. The Department of Physics and Nanotechnology was the first department to organize an international conference at a bigger scale. And you can imagine that this is the 8th edition of this conference. As you all know, the conference is basically for sharing of knowledge and networking. And in today's world, without collaboration and networking, it's very difficult to move forward. So that's why we have so many collaborating partners for this international conference. But we need to bring in some change in organizing such conferences in our country, maybe to start with at SRM. We all know that academic institutions are moving towards excellence, or they have to move towards excellence, and industries are towards relevance. Now, unless you bring this excellence and relevance together, it will be very difficult for us to make a significant contribution in the area of research and development. So under this context, we thought that we should have somebody from the industry here to inaugurate this conference, but unfortunately there is a delay in his flight, and then somehow he will join us within a couple of hours. It is not only bringing somebody from the industry to address all of us, but we should also have participants from the industry so that the sharing of knowledge will be much more better when compared to sharing only among the academic institutions. We are focused on research. Though initially our research was in varied direction, we were focusing on the number of papers to be published. And then later on, we realized that we should consolidate all those things and focus on the quality research. The broad areas of research which is happening under SRM IST umbrella are fivefold. One is the water, energy, environment, healthcare, and disruptive technologies. All researches happening at SRM will fall under one of these broad categories. And also we have been insisting on our students and the faculty members to align their projects to one or more of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. That's the first step that we have taken. As a testimony to that, Nature Index Journal gives a periodical output of the institutional performance across the world. The data that is available in the public domain is from 1st January 2024 to 31st December 2024. If you go through the table, in India, under general category, we are placed in the 22nd position, and under academic category, we are at the 18th place. The number of papers published in 1 year is 42 in Nature Index journals, and out of 42, 19 papers are from the Department of Physics and Nanotechnology. That's about 45%. It is closely followed by the Department of Chemistry, which has published 18 papers in Nature Index Journal. I think if we can bring this physics and nanotechnology and chemistry together, we can still bring in a lot of impact, maybe in terms of the quality of publication and also the numbers. So let us not be isolated. Let us all work together. It is going to be a collaborative work. Then certainly we can reach better milestones. I said we are in the 18th position under academic category. If you look at the private institutions, we are at the second place. The first place is BITS Planet there. The 17th position, we are in the 18th place. That's a gap of only one. That's all. Now, every institution, whether we like it or not, has to show its credentials through the accreditation and ranking process. The Government of India ranks all higher education institutions year on year. under the National Institutional Ranking Framework. It ranks the higher education institution under different categories, say engineering, medicine, universities, agriculture, law, management, research, innovation, public universities. There are many such categories. In India, we have close to 1,200 universities. When I'm talking about universities, I am not including the institutions of national importance like IITs, IIMs, NIT, and so on. In 2024, we secured the 12th position in the country. And under ranking, under the research institutions, we are at the 24th place in the country, which includes IITs, IIMs, and other leading institutions. So there is a considerable progress that we have been making all these years. Now, if you look at the international ranking, there is a ranking called as the Shanghai ranking, which gives more weightage to the quality of faculty, research output, and the number of publications per faculty. Nearly 90% of the score is only for these three. In Shanghai ranking 2024, out of 1,000 universities it has listed across the globe, 15 institutions are from India, and SRM is one among them. So that again shows that we are focusing on the quality of research. Okay, what next? Now, this is the great challenge that education institution like ours is facing. What is the research that's happening here? It is converted into a paper, research paper. And then after that, can something be done? Maybe a technology transfer, or can that be converted into a product? That is still missing in institutions of, many institutions in India. We have been encouraging our faculty members and students to file patent and see that they can convert that as a technology transfer or a product at a later point in time. As on date, we have 453 patents that are granted, and we are struggling to convert that into a technology transfer or a product. To make it possible, we have invited about 150 industries to the campus to showcase the patents that have been granted to our faculty members and students. I think about 15 to 20 of those patents will see a better path in the next few months. That means they can be either transformed to some sort of technology transfer or work towards a prototype and then to a patent. So that's what I meant by making our research very relevant. In terms of publications, getting grants from different funding agencies and carrying out cutting-edge research, all are fine. But we need to move a step further. And that step is, how do you convert your findings to a technology transfer or a product? I believe a conference of this type will kindle interest among you and try to see how you can take your research to the next level. I strongly believe that you will have a wonderful time in the next 3 days and enjoy your stay at SRM. Wish the conference all success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and thought-provoking words and your splendid vision for the institution. We are privileged to listen to a special address by our guest of honor, a distinguished researcher and expert in advanced materials. To introduce our guest of honor, I invite Dr. Annie Sujata, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology. Kindly, ma'am.
It is my great privilege to introduce Dr. R. Vijay, our esteemed guest of honor for ICONN 2025. Sir is a distinguished scientist and currently serves as Scientist F and team leader at the Center for Nanomaterials, International Advanced Research Center for Powder Metallurgy, and New Materials, Hyderabad. With an illustrious career spanning decades, his expertise lies in material science and nanotechnology and have been recognized on multiple platforms. His numerous accolades have been honored with FTCCI Excellence Award, Fellowship of Telangana Academy of Sciences, Indo-US Fellowship, Engineer of the Year Award, DST DAAD Fellowship. Sir has an outstanding academic record, having published over 100 high-impact research papers in reputed international journals with an H index of 30+ and citations exceeding 3,000. He has also authored several book chapters and holds multiple patents in the areas of oxide dispersion strengthened materials, advanced hydrogen storage, and nanostructured composites. Now, I take great pleasure in inviting Dr. R. Vijay to deliver the special address. Sir, we request you to enlighten us with your valuable thoughts. Kindly, sir.
Thank you for kind introduction, and yeah, good morning to you all. Respected Vice Chancellor of SRM University and all the dignitaries on the dais, good morning to you all. It's the first time I heard SRM, since many years. And it's known that all our Hyderabad engineering aspirants, they write that SRM entrance test, and even my son also has written that exam. So, it's well known for its engineering and technology programs, All India entrance test, and then it's done. I heard it's got a campus also at Amravati in Andhra Pradesh. And many of us are working with them in collaboration for many activities. And it's the first time I'm coming over here, and then I'm overwhelmed by the magnitude of the campus, magnitude of the students, and then magnitude of the areas which SRM University is working. And then it also shows that kind of importance, that kind of a dedication, that kind of leadership, and then that kind of opportunities that's going to bring that SRM. That's why it's all standing, and then it's created its own niche. And then I'm very happy to hear from the Vice Chancellor's address that it's competing, and it stands, it has got in terms of publications, in terms of projects, in terms of innovations, it's competing, and then it's standing its own, it's better ranked among all the universities and institutes in India. And coming back to that is our program. Today's topic is an international conference on nanoscience and nanotechnology. So when we started working on nanoscience, Government of India, Department of Science and Technology has created a nano mission in the year of around 2003 or 2004, and we're pushed to work on materials. And then because, as everyone knows, I don't want to give any introduction and all, because everyone knows that in terms of nano size or nano crystalline nano grains, it has got its own unique properties, whether it is a strength or it is an optical properties or it's a catalytic properties or anything. And then ultimately we are going to reduce and then improve the efficiency of reduce the materials and then improve the efficiency of the process. And that's what India has been working on. And then I take proud to announce that or to tell you that we are ARCI is the first institute to transfer technologies based on these two technologies based on nanoscience and nanotechnology. One is at nano silver for the self-cleaning applications, which was transferred to the resin chemicals, and those brands and all still available. They're all marketed by Wrangler, Flying Machine, and then other companies. And other technology, what we have already transferred is TiO2 self-cleaning textiles, textile finishes. That's long back. It was transferred in 2006 and 7. So we are the first people in India to transfer those technologies. And good, I mean, because as I mentioned, as an actually Vice Chancellor also has mentioned, that one is science and then another is a technology. And one is invention and then other one is an innovation. So if you don't take it all inventions towards innovations, so you may not be, may not be useful. It may limited only to the publications or to the patents, but then it may not be useful to the society and all. So you have to have a kind of a science, because if you don't have fundamental science and all, so you don't know, you cannot develop any new materials or new concepts and all. But having developed that, that's an individual person who can sit, and then are a group of 2-3 people, the research group, they can start working on and then start synthesizing or start making a special kind of materials. But converting that material into a useful product, that involves expertise from all the directions, all the disciplinaries. So it is an interdisciplinary work. Until unless we don't package it, we don't make it as a product. So it cannot be, and then at economically viable cost, and then no industry can accept this. So we have to work, from that TRL level 3-4 to higher TRL levels, we have to work and then take it as an interdisciplinary activity and then bring in all the expertise which is needed to convert that into product. And then only it is possible to make it into a product, and then eventually it can commercialize and then start generating the revenue, either to the university, to the inventors in terms of the royalties, or into as a profit to an industry which has taken up and then started manufacturing these products. So what I want to say is, that's why, I always like this, it's have a science and technology. So science part, a research group will work, and then whereas the technology part, you have to work on and expertise from the various fields, come together and then work and then and then package it, and then make it into a product, and then which is actually commercially viable. That's a one aspect. And I would also like to say that, because to reach from invention, as I started from invention and then to the innovation, you have to cross a valley of death. So until unless, you cross that valley of death, you cannot go to the other pinnacle, other height, and another mountain of innovation. So many of these inventions, will not go to that, and then many of them die in that valley. But what we do is, it's a need of the hour, is we have to hold together. We should not cross, in a single person, but then we have to cross, we have to hold together. We come together and then hold our hands together and then try to cross that valley, so that, we can cross it, without falling into it, effortlessly go to the other thing. So that's what the technology which comes. And then we are also looking at, gone are those days, when we're starting at Nano Mission 2003-4, when we started on nanomaterials and all. The kind of industries, the kind of many startups, not their ecosystem. And if you see it till 2014, our startups are only 800. Now, if you look at 2024, the startups have grown to 170,000. So that means that the students, when we completed our BTech from our college, we only looked at a job at a place. But it's not so now. And then many students which are coming out from the college, they're coming with an ideas, and then they want to start their own company, and they want to create and then contribute to the economy of the country, and both in terms of tangible or intangible outputs. So that's a very great news that the people, that's why it has to be done. And then they create their own industries, and then they can also pump in back into the research, so they can drive the research, and then they can also do the manufacturing and then contribute to the economy of the country. And many startups are there. So one essence is we have to support the startup system. Okay, from an idea, we should come together, we should work, all the researchers, we should work with the startups to convert this an idea or this material or this concept, which is at a TRL level 3, 4, and then take it to the TRL level 7, 8, and then eventually for the commercialization and all. So that is a very aspect. And other aspect, in terms of nano science, we are looking at a textile finish. Now every, the energy security, the energy storage, and then energy transportation is the need of the hour today for our country. And we should use these nanomaterials to convert, to make it into clean energy rather than we are all going away from the fossil fuels we are looking at. And then you also see that the electric vehicles which are coming up, and that is also to eliminate the pollution, the CO2 emission or the particulate matter which is actually throwing on the roads and then polluting those environment. And then that's why all gasoline IC engines are being now replaced with electric motors, and then it also needs batteries. And we are also looking at the cleaner energies like renewable energies, photovoltaic cells which are coming, then wind energy is a little bit, but then photovoltaic cells is increasing. It's increasing exponentially in terms of its generating capacity. But the other thing is we have to use these nanomaterials. One of that is an electrode materials for the lithium-ion batteries or the sodium-ion batteries, because as everyone knows that, as the particle size is nano, so the diffusion of the lithium ions into the electrode materials, will be taking very less time to do that. So the rate capability will obviously increase for the battery. Then other aspect is we're also looking at, apart from this battery storage aspects, we're also working on clean hydrogen. The hydrogen economy we are working towards as a fuel, converting hydrogen using renewable energy, non-fossil energy, and then taking it, use that hydrogen and then convert that hydrogen to run vehicles or to for your energy requirements in terms of your burners. And then ultimately we are looking at even the cooking gas use hydrogen. So that's what looking at. And all this, so there is 3 aspects of it: hydrogen generation, then hydrogen storage, and hydrogen conversion. When you're looking at hydrogen generation, you do it in a electrolysis or the methanol reformers, in the fuel cell reformers or solid oxide electrolyzers. So you do, wherever you do it, you need to have a catalyst. So the catalyst is very much needed to split the hydrogen, so water into hydrogen and then oxygen. And then even in the solid oxide electrolysis, you need to have those electrode materials which should be nano and then it should be highly active. So if you start talking about it, there are multiple, many millions of applications, millions of things where these nanomaterials can be used. But what I wanted to say is the thrust areas which are looking at is an energy. Then the other is the new things which has come up as an communications and quantum even sensors. All those things, all these nano materials which are very useful. And then I have seen the conference proceedings. The book. And then it gives that it is covering so many areas, and then so many people are attending, and so many posters are there. And it's very well structured, and then it looks to be many also people from international organizations, internationally, globally, all institutes worldwide, they have come over here and then contributing and then sharing the knowledge. And then when we're looking at the conference means, it's only the exchange of ideas and then connect and then bring that networking and see that how that expertise is shared amongst ourselves. And I always say that, I'm a firm believer that together we win. So we have to be in a group, we have to be, and so always together we win. And that's what all the conferences will act as a catalyst, as a platform to have a good networking, share ideas, and then also useful for the future collaborative activities. And with this, I always I wish the conference a grand success. And also, if any of the things, and then some of my colleagues also giving lectures in this conference from my organization. And if you need any kind of a collaboration or any kind of activity, we are working on energy, we are working on coatings, we are working on laser processing, additive manufacturing. So all these areas ARCI is working. And if there is any need or anything, so you are always welcome to collaborate with ARCI. We are ready to help them. And then ARCI has created a niche for itself. Unlike the academic institutes or anything, so we always do the translational research, and we always look out for the transfer, the transfer of technologies. We scale up and then large scale produce and then work out, what are all the challenges for the commercialization, and eventually transfer the technology to industries. And then over a period of time, ARCI has transferred around 50 technologies and then provided around 275 solutions to an industry. So this is kind of an expertise. Every scientist, what at ARCI has got a lot of expertise, and then they do understand what kind of ecosystem or what kind of ARCI has got a complete ecosystem, and then all of my scientists do understand. So what kind of expertise needed, and then what kind of an approach they have to take it for every invention, take it into the innovation. So you're always welcome to approach ARCI for any kind of collaborations in terms of materials or in terms of processing, all those, or even packaging, you're always welcome. We can have a collaborative programs, and then we work together, and then eventually we benefit, and then the country, ultimately the country has to benefit, and then the globe has to, and then whole mankind world has to benefit. And so that we'll always provide a very sustainable solutions, and we give that our Mother Earth clean, and then give it to our next generations together. So with this, I wish a grand success, and then I wish you always, at the end of this conference, you establish some kind of networking and then collaborations, and then you work. You work together, and then also formulate some new problems, and then find out, and then to find solutions. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your expertise and vision. Sir, it was great to hear the opportunities regarding the technology transfer, and that's actually our need of today. You've given ideas to take our products from level 3 and 4 to level 7 and 8 for commercialization. Thank you for such an informative talk. Thank you, sir. Every great event is shaped by the efforts of many. As we near the conclusion of this inaugural session, it is time to express our sincere gratitude to those who have made this conference possible. I now invite Professor J. Archana, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, to deliver the vote of thanks. Kindly, ma'am.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, delegates, colleagues, research scholars, and my dear students. A very good morning to everyone. First and foremost, I would like to express the realization of ICONN, the 8th edition,
is only possible with visionary and the dynamic leader, none other than our Vice Chancellor, Professor C. Muthamil Selvan. Since 2010, you are the magnanimous support to leverage the ICONN, a global event in the area of nanoscience and nanotechnology. A big thanks and a great salute to you, sir. I extend our sincere thanks and appreciation to our guest of honor, Dr. R. Vijay, Director, ARCI Hyderabad, for his special address and for sharing the insightful experience and perspective in the area of nanoscience and nanotechnology. Thank you, sir, for giving us an opportunity to get collaboration with ARCI in coming future. Thank you, sir. We are privileged to have the distinguished international guests and collaborators from 24 countries to join over here. We are extremely thankful for accepting our invitation and come forward to deliver the talk in the 8th edition of ICONN 2025. On behalf of the organizers, a sincere thanks to our registrar, Professor S. Ponnusamy, for his unwavering support. Our special thanks to Professor T.V. Gopal, Dean CET, and Professor Arthanarishwari, Chairperson, for their support and guidance. At this juncture, behalf of our department, a sincere thanks to Professor John Tiruvadihal for his continuous support since the inception of ICONN till date. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt and profound thanks to join the organizers, co-organizers, and the collaborators, Shizuoka University, Japan, University of Paris, France, National Yang Miang University, Taiwan, University of Malaya, Malaysia, Rigas Technology, University, Latvia, Flinders University, Australia, University of Tasmania, Australia, Mordovia State University, Russia. Our special thanks to the sponsors who had significantly contributed the financial support to make the event possible one. Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, Government of India, Southern India Scientific Corporation, SISCON, Chennai, Malvan Pan Analytical Spectrex Private Limited, Netherlands, Springer Nature USA, Wiley Publications. To all our invited speakers, researchers, and students, thank you for taking part of the conference and for your invaluable contributions in sharing your knowledge and innovations. A special word of appreciation to the organizing committee members, technical staffs, student volunteers, and event coordinators whose dedication and behind-the-scene efforts have made this event to be a grand successful one. Last but not the least, the heartiest congratulations to Professor E. Sendil Kumar, Head of the Department, Convener, ICONN 2025, for his tireless effort and smooth organization of this event. I thank all the participants and attendees for joining us today. Your enthusiasm and engagement will make the ICONN 2025 a truly impactful and memorable experience for all of us. Once again, thank you all. Wishing you a high productive and insightful conference ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words of gratitude. Before we move forward, we have a few important announcements for all delegates and participants. High tea will be served at the front of the auditorium. After the high tea, there are 5 parallel sessions from 11:25 a.m. onwards. Session 1 and 2 will be held in mini hall 1 and 2 respectively. The mini halls are just located at the backside of the auditorium. Sessions 3, 4, and 5 will be held in the seminar hall 1, 2, and 3 respectively at the School of Law building. You can locate it just adjacent to the FSH block behind the Audi. The location maps are put up in the notice boards for your kind reference. I repeat, high tea will be served at the front of the auditorium. After the high tea, there are 5 parallel sessions from 11:25 a.m. onwards. Session 1 and 2 will be held in the mini hall 1 and 2 respectively. The mini halls are just located at the backside of the auditorium. Session 3, 4, and 5 will be held in the seminar hall 1, 2, and 3 respectively at the School of Law building. You can locate it just adjacent to the FSH block behind the Audi. The location maps are put up in the notice board for your kind reference. For invited speakers, tea will be served in the first floor. For invited speakers, tea will be served in the first floor. I request the participants and delegate to assemble accordingly in the given premises. Kindly feel free to approach your volunteers for any assistance. Also, go through the program schedule given in your registration kit. As a final mark of respect, I request everyone to stand for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
This brings us to the close of the inaugural ceremony and to mark the beginning of ICONN 2025. Over the course of this conference, we will witness groundbreaking research, thought-provoking discussions, and transformative ideas. Let us embrace this opportunity to learn, collaborate, and innovate as we delve into the limitless potential of nanoscience and nanotechnology. On behalf of the organizing committee, I wish you all an enlightening and fulfilling conference ahead. Thank you and have a wonderful day.